Hello, wonderful world of YouTube, it's Alex. You see, I've been putting off this video for a week because I'm really lazy, but it's the 2022 senior band camp video because I finally decided to make it. So where do I begin? Well, I could start with home band camp, which in summary was basically just me and everyone playing our instruments with Gunlicks, Kim, and then we had our 3 directors that trialed, but which I think I'll make a video about that a different day because I don't feel like getting into that here because that would just take up too much time. And that is, we had 3. I forget the first 2's names, but the one we hired, his name is Mr. Green, or as we like to say, Mr. Green, Magic Eraser removes 99.9% of fun, because that was kind of the theme of away band camp. But we'll start with the Friday before. I drove out with Mr. Gunlicks, Matthew Abear, and then the van driver. We went out there and painted the field. It was pretty fun. We came back. I went to go get McDonald's with Matthew afterward, and it was pretty fun. But now we moved to Sunday, moving day, also known as we moved to Burton. That was fun. I took my fridge, my laptop, and I actually was going to make a video out there, but I decided against it because of time. And, of course, my instrument. We get out there. And initially, we didn't have a cabin, us seniors. They forgot to actually reserve one of the cabins for us. I mean, it wasn't really reserved. It's more just get permission to use it. And then we marched all evening, had dinner, played squad games, and, well, that was that. So now, let me write my little notes down for Monday, because Monday was a interesting day. Monday started off, well, with a bang. I went up to get a shower, and while I was gone, the seniors decided to wrap Mr. Green's car without telling me. Still kind of mad about it, honestly, because I really wanted to, I wanted to do it, but whatever, I'm not going to complain. We then, marched in the morning after breakfast. Breakfast was actually pretty good that day. I don't remember what it was, I just remember it was really good. We marched, and, after that, we went back for lunch, had lunch there, and there was afternoon block, which we only did it, usually we only do, like, squad stuff in the afternoon. The reason why we did marching was because it was supposed to rain the rest of the week. Oh, yeah, rain. How can I forget about the thunderstorm that happened overnight? You see, that was fun because power cut out like 4 times. It was great. We all thought we were going to die. But yeah, that's about it. But then Monday afternoon, I hung out with a friend. Her name's Mary. I think you've seen her before on the channel. We were looking at the frogs and the turtles in the pond. It was very fun. And then after that, we had dinner. And then after that was evening marching. But then the Monday night activities, shucks, what were they? I'm trying to remember what they were now. I wrote down Monday night activities, but I'm trying to remember what they were. Wasn't squad games. They were something. We had our we had our Monday night activities. I want to say there was a campfire. I really do, but yeah, there was a campfire. Yeah, there it is. The campfire, the rave, and then the activities in the gym building. We also had Woody's funeral that night, and I will probably post a video of that sometime on my channel. And then that was that. We then move on to Tuesday. Tuesday started off with, well, the same old shenanigans. We got up in the morning, I took a shower, went to get breakfast. Before breakfast, though, me and a couple other seniors went up to the ladder and taped pictures of our principal on it. That actually got us into some deep trouble because we didn't get permission. Which, again, starts the trend of having no fun at camp. We marched in the morning, no major incidents. And then the afternoon, we did our sectionals. It was great. We played the music. And then after that was free time. That was also the first night of parent night. That was fun. Got to talk to a bunch of the parents. It was great. We performed for them, and overall, we had some good times marching. By this time, we were attempting to put the music with the marching. Pretty good, actually, time, because usually we do that on Wednesday or Thursday. After that, it was It was supposed to be a movie night, but that didn't happen. So I sat on the dining porch, and I just worked on my laptop for a little bit. It was really fun. And then, well, that concludes Tuesday night because, well, that was nothing else really happened Tuesday night. But yeah, let's move on to Wednesday. Wednesday morning, we woke up, and again, nothing really happened. No senior pranks are pretty much allowed. And Wednesday was kind of a dull one. I really didn't do much that day since it rained for the most part. Kind of just walked around and stuff. I think the most noteworthy thing we did was at in the evening, my dad came out with my mom because it was family night, and we marched on the field because it wasn't raining in the evening. And that is really about it, except for squad games. It was great. There was tug of war and the race, except everyone seems to remember a third game, but there isn't. There's never been a third game. It's really weird. But that was an interesting night. After that, I went back to my cabin, and this is where we actually had a little bit of fun. At 11:30, we put rubber ducks on the field with permission of the camp and everyone else. That was fun, and after that, we went back to chapel, grilled up some hot dogs on the toaster, don't ask, and had a good night. And that was a fun one. But now we move on to Thursday, the longest day on record. Thursday started off with a bang because everyone thought it was funny that there was rubber ducks on the field. We even wrote no fun with the rubber ducks since we really didn't do much so far at camp because pretty much everything had to be done with a chaperone. Fun info. Then we marched the morning after breakfast. Nothing unusual. It was also the only day, ironically, I actually didn't wake up for a shower. My phone alarm didn't go off because my phone had died overnight because I didn't place it on the wireless charger properly. But that's not the important part. The important part is we go out and we march in the morning, had our lunch. The afternoon was cut early because it was like the last full day. And I went to do the ropes course with my friends. That was fun, actually. And then afterward, at 4 o'clock, the Kona ice truck showed up, much to everyone's dismay, because usually it's East Coast custard. Apparently, Mr. Hagedish decided that we didn't deserve ice cream. We instead deserved basically fake shave ice. That was a disappointment. The afternoon was pretty lackluster after that. Mostly hung out with a couple of my friends, just talking. Then was dinner. That was fun. Oh, but before dinner, I went down the Thunder Tube, which is basically a giant, 300-foot slide into a mud pit. That was fun. Dinner was great. It was flame grilled burgers. They were really good. I really wanted another one, but they were out. After that, we had our evening marching until 8:30, actually. And then we started the scavenger hunt. Excuse me. Scavenger hunt is the most fun we have at camp. And the only other noteworthy thing we did, we ran around collecting items, and even though the senior class had the most items, we still lost because of our skit. We lost to the sophomores, those dirty objects. In the end, it was overall really fun. Afterward, I took a shower with the boys. Not like in one stall, but you get the idea. To which, that kind of ended our Thursday and really ended our night. But, of course, we had some noteworthy objects to talk about on their scavenger hunt, like an iPhone 6, a water gun, George Foreman, rocks, a branch, a rubber duck from the field, and the name of, and who can name more ABBA songs than Lucy. It was a great night, but unfortunately, like all things, was kind of nerfed this year. And that's actually why I uploaded the video while I was at band camp of my band director. That was actually part of our skit. Fun fact. But now we move on to Friday. Friday morning was a whimper. Nothing really happened, and, well, there's not much to really talk about. We did the same old, wake up, eat breakfast. I didn't shower that morning because I showered the night before. And then we went marching. We finished marching at 10:30, to which the seniors and I walked around. Instead of actually helping clean. Reason being, it was our last time at Burton. We deserve a little moment to say goodbye. As we walked around, we had a bright idea. We took Drew's 45 feet of rope from Toga Tuesday. Oh yeah, I forgot to write that down. All the theme days. I'll talk about that in the end. And we took Aiden's inflatable inner tube, and we went down to the pond. And Chuck, in his swimsuit, hopped on the inner tube with a rope tied to it, and we floated him out in the lake. That was probably the most fun we had. In fact, I'll put a picture right here so you guys can see it. And here we have Chuck on the inner tube floating on the algae-infested pond. After we did that, though, we decided it was time to go help finish cleaning and get our stuff packed up. By noon, everyone had lunch, and then after that, we got our stuff loaded onto a truck, which, by the way, was way too small, and we barely managed to fit everything on there. But in the end, we drove back. I sat with Marianne on the way back. We had a good chat about video games. After I got back, we actually had to wait 30 minutes because the moving truck was so slow. We set a speed record on the bus, but the truck could not set its own. After that, we, went home. I went home and took a nap for 2 hours. It was great. That really summarizes the experience at band camp. But now, let's move on to the different days and what their theme was. Every day was a different theme. Sunday was Squad Shirt Sunday. Monday was Christmas in July and Hawaiian shirts. The day where the least number of people participated, actually. Tuesday was Toga Tuesday, where you dress up in a toga. Ironically, we almost got it banned by Mr. Green. However, surprisingly, our superintendent backed us on this one, saying it's a tradition that goes back many years and it's overall harmless. Wednesday was usually called Wife Beater Wednesday, but unfortunately, we had to nerf the name to White Shirt Wednesday. A lot of participation this day because not many people knew it was supposed to be wife beaters. But there's a lot of people wearing white shirts, but I mean, hey, still works. Thursday was opposite day. Supposed to be cross-dress Thursday, but unfortunately the school said no, we couldn't do that. And then Friday was Show Thigh Friday, but us seniors wore our special senior shirts, which I'll be putting a picture there in a second, along with our squad shirts from Sunday. I'll talk about those. So here's me, Lindsay, and James in our squad shirts at the high school before we left for Burton. And here's a overall senior photo of all of us in our different squad shirts. It was kind of fun. This is from Toga Tuesday. No photo from Monday, actually. There's me in the back. And here was from Wife Beater Wednesday. All of us except for Tony and Kyle participated. Thursday was the cross-dress Thursday, and we took a photo of Gunlicks. It was really great. And then, of course, Friday, the senior photo and our senior shirts that say, "You can't handle my intensity." In the end, our band camp experience was kind of a letdown. With the rain and the lack of really any fun, it could have been better. But, I mean, a new director, new rules, and it makes sense, but I just wish we had a little more fun in the end. But, who knows? Maybe next year I'll chaperone there. Or maybe next year I'll do something different. But to put the end of the story, the 5-year chapters of, band. This ends the beginning of the senior chapter as we move on now into the actual season. And I'll see you guys in the next video.